My beloved child, stop scrolling, please. Do not swipe past this. This is not an accident. This is not just a random video fed to you by an algorithm or a coincidence of the internet. This is me. I guided your hand to pause right here, right now, because I have something urgent to tell you. I know you almost missed this. I know you were tired of looking for answers and finding only silence. But today is different. I have cleared the atmosphere around you so that you can hear my voice. This is the appointment we made before you were even born. I know exactly where you are sitting right now. I know the heaviness in your chest that you have been carrying for months, maybe even years. You feel stuck, don't you? It feels like there is an invisible wall blocking every single path you take. No matter how hard you try, no matter how much you sacrifice, just when you think the door is about to open, it slams shut in your face. You are trapped in a cycle that feels endless. You look at your life and you wonder, why is nothing moving? Why am I the only one standing still while everyone else moves forward? I saw you last night. I saw you when the house was quiet and you finally let the mask fall. I saw the tears you didn't let anyone else see. You felt so abandoned, didn't you? In that darkness, you whispered to the empty room, asking if I had forgotten you. You thought about the people who hurt you, the ones who betrayed your trust and seem to be living happily while you suffer in silence. You are waiting for justice. You are waiting for a savior. My child, look at this screen. I am here. I am answering that midnight cry right now. This is your ultimatum. This is the moment the tables turn. But you must stay with me. Do not look away. I know how tired you are. Not just the kind of tired that a good night's sleep can fix. This is a tiredness that has settled deep into your bones, into your very soul. You have been carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, pretending that it's light as a feather. I see you when you step out the door in the morning. I see you put on that brave face, that smile that doesn't quite reach your eyes anymore. You tell everyone, I'm fine, I'm just busy, things are going well. You have become a master at hiding your wounds. You are the strong one, the one everyone else leans on, the one who never asks for help. But, oh, my child, I know that inside you are crumbling. You feel like a building whose foundation is cracking, and you are just waiting for the moment everything collapses. Let's talk about that wall, that invisible, suffocating wall that stands between you and your dreams. I know you feel cursed. I hear the questions you are afraid to speak out loud. Why is it always me? Why do I have to fight so hard for the things that come so easily to others? You watch people with half your talent, half your integrity, and half your heart surpass you. They get the promotion. They find the love. They stumble into luck without even trying. Meanwhile, you are working yourself to the bone, doing everything right, praying, believing, and yet nothing. It feels like every time you take one step forward, life pushes you 3 steps back. You are standing in the lobby of success, but the elevator never comes for you. Oh, I know about the almost moments. These are the ones that hurt the most, aren't they? The opportunity that was practically in your hands, the contract that was about to be signed, the person who promised to stay. You allowed yourself to hope, just for a second. You let your guard down and thought, finally, my turn has come. And then, at the very last second, it was snatched away. That disappointment didn't just hurt your feelings. It broke something inside you. It made you afraid to hope again. It made you suspicious of good news. Now, when something good happens, you don't celebrate. You hold your breath, waiting for the other shoe to drop. You are living in a constant state of defensive anxiety. I also see the wounds inflicted by others. I know about the betrayal. I know about the people who misunderstood you on purpose, the ones who took your kindness for weakness. There are names that come to your mind right now. People who looked down on you when you were struggling, who walked away when you had nothing left to give. You feel the sting of their judgment. You feel the injustice of it all burning in your chest like a fire. You want to scream at them. You want to prove them wrong. You want them to see you rise, so that they will regret how they treated you. My child, I feel that anger. It is not a sin to feel pain when you have been stabbed in the back. I saw the knives they threw at you. I saw the lies they spread. You are not crazy for feeling this way. And then there are the nights. Oh, the nights. When the distraction of the day fades away and the silence gets too loud. I know about the insomnia that grips you at 3 a.m. You stare at the ceiling, replay your mistakes, and worry about the future. You worry about money, constantly calculating figures in your head, wondering how long you can keep this up. You worry about your purpose. You feel like you are running out of time. You look in the mirror, and you see the toll the stress has taken on your face. You cry into your pillow so you don't wake up the others. You whisper, "God, where are you? Have you abandoned me? Am I being punished?" Hear me clearly now. You are not being punished. You have not been forgotten. I have been sitting right there beside you on the edge of your bed, catching every tear in my hand. I know you feel like an orphan in this vast universe, fighting for scraps alone. But that is the lie the darkness tells you. I have felt every shudder of your heart. I have felt the humiliation, the fear, the exhaustion. I know you are at your limit. I know you are ready to give up. And that is exactly why I am speaking to you now. Because you cannot carry this anymore. And the good news is, you don't have to. My child, I want you to settle in. We are going to spend some time here because the wound you are carrying is deep, and deep wounds require deep cleaning. You have been rushing through your days, trying to outrun the pain, trying to stay busy so you don't have to feel the crushing weight of your reality. But here, in this safe space I have created for you, you don't have to run. I want to talk to you about the invisible wall you feel. You describe it as a blockage, a curse, a sign that you have failed. But I want to show you what it really is. You are looking at it from the earth up. I am looking at it from heaven down. Let me tell you a story about a young man who had a dream. He saw himself ruling. He saw himself shining. But immediately after that dream, his life went in the complete opposite direction. He was thrown into a pit by his own brothers. He was sold as a slave. He was falsely accused of a crime he didn't commit and thrown into a dungeon. He sat in that prison for years. Can you imagine his thoughts? God, you showed me a palace, but I am sitting in a prison. You showed me ruling, but I am rotting. He felt exactly what you are feeling right now. The screaming silence of a promise that seems to have died. He helped others. He interpreted their dreams, and yet they forgot him. He was left behind. He was stuck. But here is the secret. If I had released him from that prison one day early, he would have just been a free man wandering the streets. He would not have been ready to rule the nation. The prison was not a punishment. It was an incubator. The delay was actually the development of his character. I was thickening his shoulders so he could carry the weight of the crown. You, my love, are in the incubator. The reason the door hasn't opened yet is not because I am ignoring you, but because the room you are about to walk into is too heavy for your current level of strength. I am building your spiritual muscle. I am expanding your capacity. You are not just waiting, you are becoming. I know the pressure is physical now. Your body is holding on to the trauma of the weight. Let's release that right now. Deep breathing and body scan. I want you to uncross your legs and let your hands rest gently on your lap. Focus on your jaw. Is it clenched? Release it. Let your mouth open slightly. Focus on your forehead. Smooth out those worry lines. Now, take a deep breath into your belly. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Feel your stomach expand like a balloon. Hold it. Suspend the time. Now exhale slowly through your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make a sound if you need to. Ah. Imagine the grey smoke of frustration leaving your lungs. Let's do it again. Inhale peace. Visualize a cool blue water washing over your mind. Hold. Exhale the urgency. You don't need to rush. You are on my time. Feel your shoulders drop 2 inches. There. That is better. Now, let's talk about the specific pain of the late God. I know you felt like the sisters who sent a message to me saying, "The one you love is sick," and I didn't come. You prayed when the crisis started. You said, "God, fix this marriage," or "God, save this job," or "God, stop this debt." And I stayed where I was. I didn't show up. The marriage ended. The job was lost. The debt piled up. The thing you loved died. And now you are standing at the grave of your hopes, angry and confused, screaming, "If you had been here, this wouldn't have happened." Ta, my child, hear me. I did not come to heal the sick, because I intended to raise the dead. Healing is good, but resurrection is glorious. You wanted a repair, I wanted a rebirth. You wanted me to patch up the old life. I wanted to give you a completely new one when a situation in your life dies and starts to stink. When everyone else has walked away and said, "It's over, it's too late." That is exactly when I like to work. I specialize in 4 days late. I specialize in impossible. The stench of your situation does not repel me, it invites me. I am about to call your name into the darkness of your tomb. And that dead dream is going to walk out, wrapped in grave clothes, alive and breathing. The co-workers who sabotaged you, the family members who doubted you, the ex-partners who devalued you. You have spent so many nights replaying their words in your head. You want justice. You want them to see your value. Listen to this closely. Stop trying to prove yourself to people who do not have the capacity to understand your assignment. They did not reject you. They rejected the grace I put on you. Their rejection was my redirection. Remember the shepherd king? Before he was a king, he was just a boy delivering lunch to his brothers. They mocked him. They told him to go back to the sheep. They looked at him and saw a nobody. But when the prophet came to the house to crown the next king, I made the prophet stand and wait until the boy was brought in from the field. No one could sit down to eat until the rejected one arrived. I am preparing a table for you, specifically in the presence of those who mocked you. I am not going to remove them from the audience. I am going to make them watch your coronation. Your vindication will not come from your arguments. It will come from your elevation. So let them talk. Their chatter is just background noise to your promotion. Let's breathe again. The anger you feel towards them is toxic. It is poisoning your own water. Deep breathing guide. Place your hand on your heart. Can you feel the heat there? The resentment? Inhale deeply. Imagine a cool, healing balm spreading over your heart. Hold it. As you exhale, I want you to say the name of one person who hurt you. Just say it. Now say, "I release you." Blow them away. They don't own your future. They don't hold the keys to your happiness. Inhale freedom. Exhale bitterness. You are lighter now. The chain is broken. Nias, nias, nai. Let's talk about the fear of scarcity. You look at your bank account and you see emptiness. You count the days until the next bill is due, and the math doesn't work. You are asking, "How will I survive?" My child, do you remember the widow who had nothing but a small jar of oil? She thought she was preparing her last meal, but when she followed my instruction, the oil didn't stop flowing until every empty vessel she borrowed was full. The miracle was in the pouring. As long as she held onto it, it was just a jar. When she poured it out, it became a river. You are afraid to trust me with your finances because you think what you have is not enough. But in my hands, not enough is the seed for more than enough. I am the God who feeds 5,000 people with a boy's lunchbox. I don't need $1 million to save you. I just need your trust. I need you to stop looking at the economy of the world and start looking at the economy of the kingdom. In my kingdom, there is no recession. In my kingdom, I can trigger a transfer of wealth into your hands from places you don't even know exist. The check is in the mail. The refund is processing. The raise is approved. Stop speaking poverty over your house. Start thanking me for the provision that is already on the way. Finally, understand the nature of the reversal. A reversal means the momentum shifts instantly. One moment, the Israelites were trapped between the Red Sea and the Egyptian army. Certain death, a dead end. But in the next moment, the wind blew, the sea split, and the obstacle became the highway. The very water that blocked them became the wall that protected them. The thing you fear most, this stagnation, this silence, is about to become your Red Sea crossing. I am not building a bridge over your problem. I'm going to split your problem in half so you can walk through it on dry ground. So, my beloved, change your posture. Stop slumping in defeat. Stop talking like a victim. You are not waiting for the end. You are waiting for the signal. The arrow is on the string. The tension you feel is the power accumulating. The further back you are pulled, the more kinetic energy is being stored for your launch. You thought you were retreating. No, you were reloading. The target is in sight. My hand is steady, and I am about to let you fly. Now, my child, we are going to shift the atmosphere in your room. We have done the heart surgery. Now we must rebuild the walls. You have listened to my voice, but now the universe needs to hear your voice. Words are not just sounds, they're containers of power. They are the codes that reprogram your reality. When you speak, you are not just describing your life, you are prophesying your future. I created the world by speaking, and since you carry my spirit, your words have the same creative potential. I need you to stop speaking about the mountain and start speaking to the mountain. I want you to say these decrees with conviction. Do not just read them. Feel them vibrate in your chest. Let's overwrite the lies of the enemy with the truth of heaven. First, let us reclaim your identity. The world has tried to label you based on your mistakes, your bank account, and your relationship status. They called you failure, single, broke, or weak. But I call you masterpiece. Let's rip those old labels off right now. Say this with me. I am not what happened to me. I am who God says I am. I am not a victim of my past. I am a pioneer of my future. I reject the spirit of rejection. I am chosen, I am loved, and I am necessary in this world. My value is not determined by human approval. My worth is infinite, because I am a child of the Most High. Feel that? You are taking your power back. You are standing up straight in the spirit realm. Second, we command the stagnation to break. We are going to speak directly to that invisible wall. We're not asking it to move. We are ordering it to move. You have the authority. Use it. I declare that the season of delay is officially over. The waiting room is closed. Parcel eat. I command every invisible barrier blocking my progress to shatter now in the name of love. I break the cycle of almost enough and near misses. I am stepping into the zone of completion. Doors that have been rusted shut are unlocking for me right now. Opportunity is looking for me. I am not stuck. I am positioned for a slingshot launch. The wall is cracking. Can you hear it? It cannot stand against your faith. Third, let us speak to your finances. I know the fear that grips you when you look at the bills, but fear repels provision, gratitude attracts it. We're going to shift from a poverty mindset to a kingdom mindset. You are royalty, and royalty does not beg. I am not a prisoner of debt. I am a manager of heaven's limitless resources. I call forth resources from the north, south, east, and west. Money cometh to me now. I break the curse of lack over my bloodline. My family will not struggle like this anymore. I am a lender, not a borrower. I am the head, not the tail. Abundance is my birthright. The check is in the mail. The client is signing. The raise is approved. I receive it. Release the worry knot in your stomach. My supply is endless, and it is flowing toward you. Fourth, we address the enemies and the unjust treatment. You do not need to fight dirty. You do not need to seek revenge. We are going to hand the battle over to the general of the armies. I forgive those who hurt me. I release them from my court of judgment so I can be free. I declare that every tongue rising against me in judgment is silenced right now. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. The traps set for me will remain empty. God is preparing a table for me in the presence of my enemies. They will watch me rise. My vindication comes from the Lord. I am covered. I am safe. I am untouchable. Let the heavy burden of anger drop off your shoulders. It is not your job to fix them. It is my job to bless you. Fifth, let us reclaim the lost time. This is for the years you feel were wasted in depression, in bad relationships, or in confusion. I serve the God of the turnaround. He is restoring the years the locusts have eaten. I am not behind schedule. I am in divine timing. I declare a supernatural acceleration over my life. I will accomplish in 1 year what takes others 10. My latter days will be greater than my former days. The best is truly yet to come. Do not look back at the ashes. Look forward to the beauty I am creating from them. Finally, let us seal this with the divine reversal. Say this with a smile. Say this with the excitement of a child on Christmas morning. I am ready for my suddenly. I am expecting a miracle today. I open my hands and my heart to receive the double portion. Sorrow may endure for a night, but my joy is coming this morning. I am walking out of the valley of the shadow of death, and I am climbing the mountain of favor. It is done. It is signed. It is mine. But take a deep breath. Do you feel the electricity in the air? That is the power of agreement. You have just aligned your frequency with the frequency of heaven. The signal is clear. The order has been dispatched. You are no longer a beggar hoping for a scrap. You are a son, a daughter, decreeing your inheritance. Walk in this authority. Wear it like a cloak. My beloved child, we are coming to the close of this conversation, but please hear me. This is not an ending. This is a beginning. What we have done here today is real. This was not just a video you watched to pass the time. This was a divine appointment. We have shifted things in the spiritual realm. We have broken the chains of stagnation. We have silenced the accuser. The heavy lifting is done. The paperwork in heaven is signed. Now, I need you to walk out of this virtual room differently than you walked in. Do not go back to worrying. Do not go back to checking the locked door. It is handled. The seed has been planted in good soil, and now you must let it grow without digging it up with your doubt. I want to make a simple covenant with you tonight, a pact between a father and his child. I have promised you a divine reversal. I have promised that the invisible wall is coming down. Now, I ask for your agreement. Faith is an act of partnership. I pour out the blessing, but you must reach out your hand to catch it. You cannot receive what you do not believe is yours. So, I am asking you to do something simple, something physical, to seal this prayer. It is an act of faith to say, I agree. This is how we sign the contract. If you receive this word, if you believe that I am working on your behalf right now, I want you to leave a mark below. Go to the comments and type, I receive, or type, Amen. Do not just type it as a habit. Type it as a digital signature on a heavenly contract. As you type those letters, imagine you are signing for a package that has just been delivered to your door. You are claiming it. You are saying, yes, God, this is for me. I accept the healing. I accept the financial breakthrough. I accept the restoration. Your comment is your point of contact. It is you driving a stake into the ground and saying, this is my territory. Now I have an instruction for your tomorrow. When you wake up, the enemy will try to bring back the old heaviness. He will whisper, nothing changed. It was just a video. That is the test. I want you to be ready. Tomorrow morning, before your feet hit the floor, I want you to say, thank you for the turnaround. Act as if the news has already arrived. Dress like someone who has been promoted. Walk like someone who is debt-free. Your attitude is the invitation for the miracle. If you mope, you repel it. If you praise, you attract it. Prepare your house for rain, even if the sky is blue. Here is my instruction for the next 7 days. This is your week of expectation. I am going to play a game with you. I want you to look for divine winks. Every time you see the number 7, every time you see a sunrise, every time you see a bird flying freely, every time you feel a sudden breeze, take it as a wink from me. I will be sending you little signs to let you know I am close. Be observant. I speak in coincidences. I speak in sudden phone calls, when fear tries to knock on your door again, and it will try. I want you to remember this moment. Do not open the door to fear. Say, no, I have already signed the contract. My breakthrough is processing. Tonight, specifically tonight, I am doing a work in your sleep. You have had too many sleepless nights, staring at the ceiling, calculating numbers, replaying regrets. That ends now. Tonight, I am giving you the sleep of a baby. I am placing angels at your door and at your window to stand guard. I am silencing the noise in your mind. Give me your insomnia. Give me your racing thoughts. I will take the night shift. You just rest. When you lay your head on the pillow, visualize yourself laying your head on my chest. Feel the rhythm of my heartbeat. Steady, calm, eternal. I want you to know that you are not walking this path alone. I am with you in the grocery store. I am with you in the office. I am with you in the empty house. I love you with an everlasting love. Nothing you have done, no mistake, no sin, no failure can separate you from my heart. You are my masterpiece. You are my favorite. I have not brought you this far to leave you. I have not kept you alive through the storm just to let you drown in the shallow water. We are going to the other side. The best chapters of your book are yet to be written, and I am holding the pen. Trust the author. So, rise up, my warrior. Wipe your tears. Fix your crown. It was crooked for a moment, but now it is straight. You are ready. You are armed with truth. You are covered in favor. The next time we meet, you will have a testimony to share. I can't wait to hear it. Now, receive this final blessing. Receive it into your spirit. May the peace that surpasses all understanding guard your heart and mind. May the doors that need to open, fly open wide for you. May the doors that need to shut remain shut forever to protect you. May the right people find you, and the wrong people lose your number. May you be overwhelmed by my favor in the coming days. May you wake up tomorrow with a smile that confuses your enemies. Go now, my child. Be at peace. I am with you, always. Now, type it. Claim it. It is done.